Hi, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to hop on today and just go over some simple yet very important do's and don'ts if you are trying to lose weight and if you're trying to regain your health. These are things that I have learned and that I have used in my own weight loss and helped me achieve over 35 pounds now. So first I'm going to tell you the 5 do's and then I'm going to tell you the 5 don'ts in no particular order, not by way of importance, just the do's and don'ts. I am in the process of making my dinner. I just got home from work. I'm making me a turkey burger on a low carb wrap, and then I'm going to have another salad. I was going to get some Brussels sprouts, and when I stopped at the store, they didn't have any Brussels sprouts. So I decided I'll just go with a salad. So number 1 of the do's is do track your calories. And when you track your calories, be very precise, especially until you learn how many calories are in things. You do eventually get the hang of like what's good and what's not, what are low cal foods and what are high cal foods. So number 1 is just track your calories. Find you a good app. I use, what's it called? I can't ever remember. It's on my phone. I want to say it's Let's Go. I don't know. If you know what it is, leave me a comment because I can't remember. So that is number 1. Number 2 is do move your body. Get some sort of exercise. Not only is it good for your body, it's good for your mind. And it will, boost your spirits, give you energy. It's so easy to get into a rut and just not feel like going out, not feel like exercising. Just start small. If it's just to take a short walk, if it's to get up and do some kind of strenuous cleaning around your house where you're breaking a sweat or something to get your body moving is so important. Start off with something small and build up to a bigger goal. So that is very, very important. You can lose weight in a calorie deficit if you don't exercise, but it sure helps, and it sure helps you be able to eat a little bit more. So, exercise for your body, but also for your mind. The number 3 do is do meal plan. If you don't meal plan, you will just tend to pick up things maybe that are quick and easy. Not that meals can't be easy. They can be easy. My meal tonight's very easy. But have a kind of a plan for your week and what you're going to eat for your meals, so that you don't eat, I want to say, not consciously. You'll just pick up things because you're so hungry. You'll just start eating things that may not be very good for you. So plan out your meals. Even if it's just, okay, tonight I'm going to have a big salad and add some grilled chicken to it. Kind of stay away from the high calorie dressings. If you do, just measure it out. Usually it's by tablespoon. Measure out because it does you no good to eat a nice big healthy salad with all kinds of veggies if you put a 1/4 cup of ranch on it. I mean, it's not good. If you kind of measure out, okay, what 2 tablespoons is, it's not that much. But if you kind of get yourself used to not using a ton of dressing, where you can actually taste the salad and taste the vegetables, you'll actually like it better. I use a 0 calorie raspberry vinaigrette. It's organic. It's very good. 0 calories. I mean, you can use basically what you want. I still don't use tons of it because I want it to last, but they're very, very good options out there. Try to stay away from ones that have the seed oils, canola oil, vegetable oil. Most of dressings have canola oil in them, even organic ones. You have to look for ones that do not have seed oils. Look for ones that have olive oil or avocado oil. And my number 4 do is expect challenges. It's not, when you are first starting and you're trying to change your mindset from, what you were thinking, what you were eating, into a whole new realm of eating. It is challenging. You will have setbacks. It's just part of the journey of it. You live, you learn. You'll see, when you weigh yourself, you're like, okay, I didn't have a very good couple of days here, but I'm going to start now and I'm going to move on. And just expect that you're going to have issues. You're going to have days where you feel like, I can't do this. Your mind's going to tell you, I can't do this. This is too hard. But just like anything else, breaking a bad habit or whatever it is, you're going to have days where it just seems impossible, like it's just too hard. But that's when you got to push through those thoughts. You got to push those out, and you got to train yourself to think new thoughts. Yes, I can do this. This is good for my body. This is going to make me feel so good, and I'm going to have a better quality of life. And, I'm going to be able to enjoy the things that I haven't been able to enjoy for a while. I'm going to be able to wear clothes I haven't been able to wear for a while. I'm going to feel so good. I'm going to feel and look younger. There's so many benefits of just persevering through it and getting to your goal. And I think we're on number 5 of the do is do build some muscle, because as you do lose weight, especially if you're losing it fast, you will lose muscle and you will lose muscle tone. So, and especially if you're older, I'm saying over 35 maybe even before that, especially for women who might be premenopausal or menopausal. We tend to lose muscle tone anyway. So losing weight, you will lose muscle tone, and you will notice like your skin looks different, your skin looks saggier. So it's important to keep the muscle tone. That way you can fill in some of that looseness with actual muscle, and it looks a lot better than skin that's just hanging on bone. That's not appealing. So you want to build the muscle, lift some weights, do some kind of resistance training so you can keep good muscle tone, so your body will be strong as you age. Okay, and then on to the 5 don'ts to achieving your weight loss. Do not cheat on your calorie tracker. You might think that it don't know, but your body knows. So you can sit there and lie all you want, and you can say, well, I'm not going to put in that little piece of chocolate, what they don't know won't hurt. Well, you're cheating yourself. You're not cheating some app. You're cheating yourself, and you're cheating your health. So if you do slip up and have a donut, if you do slip up and have a candy bar or, a big ice cream or whatever it is, be honest about it and put it in there. Nobody's going to see it but you. And then you can see, okay, I did bad today, so I need to cut back on the calories for the rest of the day. If you go over, you start over the next day. You do better the next day. You're like, okay, I slipped up. It can happen to anybody. It happens to everybody. So just don't cheat on it. You just be honest, and be honest with what you eat and be aware of it. And that's the thing about the calorie tracker. It keeps you mindful of what you're actually eating, which is in itself that is a big thing, because most of us do not know how much we're eating. And because we're not paying attention, it's just habit. So you just eat because you're bored, or it's what you normally do. It's the stuff that you normally eat. So it's like being accountable. You have to be accountable to the app. In return, you're being accountable to yourself and how much you're actually eating. Okay, number 2, don't. is don't keep garbage food in your home. It's like anything else. If you have an addiction to anything, if you have an addiction to alcohol, if you have alcohol in your cabinet, you're going to be more prone to drink alcohol if you're having a bad day or you're bored or whatever. So just don't buy the junk. Don't buy processed foods. Don't buy, lots of sweets. Keep your house filled with healthy foods that, okay, if you feel a temptation, the worst is you're going to do is like eat an extra apple or something or have a bigger salad. Seriously, like that will eliminate so many failures if you just don't bring it into the house. When you go to the store, they always say stay out on the outer perimeter of the store. Don't go in the center. Stay in your fruits and vegetables and your leaner meats and your dairy section. I get my half and half and yogurt and all of that stuff, your cottage cheese, all that kind of stuff. Just stay out of the processed foods. It's not good for you anyway. It's not good for anyone, overweight or not overweight. It's just don't bring it into the house. I know there's some families that buy snacks for other members of their family, and it's not good for them either. Who's going to the grocery store? It's usually the woman. Not always, but it's usually the woman. So, if somebody insists on bringing it in, tell them to buy it themselves. They go to the store. It's your snack. Keep it in your room. Whatever. So it's not around you. I know that's easier said than done sometimes, but for the most part, if it's in your control at all, just don't buy the stuff. I mean, it saves you a ton of money too. It really does. And then the number 3 don't beat yourself up. Do not beat yourself up if you have a slip up. Do not beat yourself up if you have a bad week and you don't lose any weight or you gain a pound or whatever. You're still learning. You're learning how to navigate through this thing and like what is going to make you gain weight and what's not going to make you gain weight. I'm telling you, it's all about staying in the deficit. It's all about staying under your calorie count. Whatever the app sets you up, okay, you got to have 1,300 calories. You got to stay at 1,300 calories or a little bit under. Try to meet it. Don't be too under, the suggested, because then you may not be eating enough. But stay in that and you will lose weight. Unless you have a medical reason for not losing weight, you will lose weight. If you're honest with it, be honest with what you're eating. But don't beat yourself up. We all have days and we all have weeks that we don't achieve what we want. But there's always the next day. There's always the next week. As long as you're alive, there's still time. So, and number 4, I think 1, 2, 3, 4 is don't sit around. It's the same kind as exercise. Don't sit around and be bored, because when you sit around and you're bored, you want to eat. I mean, especially if you're watching TV, we want to snack. So try to occupy yourself as much as you can. Do the things that you like to do. Hang on, I am going to flip my turkey burger. Okay. I'm so hungry. But, keep yourself occupied. Yes, you do have to rest. You do have to have your downtime or whatever. My downtime's usually after 7:30, 8 o'clock, And then that's when I have my cup of coffee. Or you could have a cup of tea or something like that to where you still feel like you're treating yourself, but it's not with something junk or bad. So keep yourself occupied as much as possible. Try to achieve some of the things you need to get done around your house that you want to get done. Go out. If you feel tempted to eat junk, go outside, take a walk. That'll make you feel so much better and put your mind into perspective. I see chickens on my porch and that aggravates me because they poop on it. But anyway, so keep yourself occupied. My family's coming tomorrow, so I got lots to do to keep me busy this evening. But I just thought this was really important stuff to talk about before they get here. And so my next one, I think I actually put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this is 5. My last don't is don't give up. Do not give up. Keep pushing through. Keep doing the best that you can do every day. Make just, if it's just a tiny improvement, make that tiny improvement. Push yourself a little further on your walk. Add a new exercise in. Something that's going to make you feel strong, like doing some weightlifting. Don't get discouraged if you don't see the scale moving as fast as you think it should move. Everyone's different. Everybody's body's different. Everybody's got different chemical makeup. Some people lose weight really easy. Some people, it's going to take them a little longer. But as long as you persevere, as long as you push through, you will succeed. As long as you're doing what it takes, you're not cheating the thing, you're doing it honestly, you will lose weight and you'll be healthy and you'll be happy. And it might take you a little longer than you would like it to take, but as long as you're going in the right direction, that's what counts, right? So these are my do's and don'ts to weight loss. I hope they help you. I hope that you will start seeing your efforts paying off, because you will, as long as you stick with it and don't give up. As hard as it is, on the worst days when you feel like it's not working or whatever, it's going to work if you're doing the thing and you're being honest with what you're eating and the calories. And if you're not sure how to go through that or how to use the apps or whatever, feel free to send me a message, comment, let me know like what you're struggling with, what are your biggest struggles. I have struggles today. When I went to the grocery store, I picked up a bag of candy corn. I wanted a bag of candy corn. I thought, okay, 130 calories for 3 tablespoons. Well, what? You get 3 pieces and a tablespoon, honestly, of a candy corn. I like the kinds with the chocolate, the autumn mix, and the little pumpkins. Those are my favorite. They always have been. And I made myself put them back. I thought if I have them in the house, I'm gonna like eat them every day. Even if I only eat a tablespoon of them every day, or like 3 pieces a day, that's still like feeding the monster. You know what I'm saying? So I put them back. I'm not touching the candy corn. It's not bad. It's not good for me, and it's not good for my teeth, the sugar and all of that. I'm just not doing it. I'm just not doing it. I don't need like the sugar spikes and all of that. So I put it back. I was very proud of myself because that is a temptation. So anyway, I hope all of this helps you. And like I said, if you have any comments, questions, you can leave them in my comment section. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will. This is a new channel. It's, I'm still getting the hang of things, and I have a busy life, so I'm doing the best as I can, and I hope that somehow I can help and encourage you. So just have a great rest of your evening and a great day tomorrow. I'll see you later. Bye.